And we are live eventually. Hey everybody, glad you could make it. I'm so sorry about that. We've been having really hectic power issues here in Tabazimbi these last few days. I mean, yesterday and Saturday we were off the whole day. Yesterday they replaced the cable that burned out that brought the main power into the whole town. Today they had a transformer that blew and they had cables stolen. And well, yeah, we're going off and on the whole day. It's been off about 4 or 5 times already today. So hopefully it stays on the whole stream. How are you guys doing? Hey PJ and Michael, how are you guys doing in Element?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Flats. Still know nothing about Flat Earth, but hey, we're all winging it, ain't we? So they say.
Wow, I see the polls are doing quite good. 26 votes. I see the rigged poll is doing quite well. Globies versus Flat Earth is 50% each, and it's on 26 votes. So that's quite exciting.
Now, 6 minutes ago, 50-50 now, Michael.
So that's quite good.
That's better than you'd expect.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was actually a rigged one. I thought it was going to be a runaway with Globies.
Innit? That's what I thought. Brilliant. Watch, they'll all come in now and it'll be right up. What? That's typical, isn't it?
Does my sound okay to you guys? It's not clipping or anything, correct?
No, it sounds good to me.
Okay. I still got to set this mic up properly. It's just I haven't really had time.
Mic's got done.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys enjoyed.
I'd leave it as it is because it sounds
awesome. Thanks. I just want to say thank you to all the guys that are in chat now. If you haven't already, please just hit that like button and share so that people know we are live. Because I know a lot of people just left because they thought there was no show.
Well, I've just done one of them YouTube posts saying you've got your power back. So
awesome, thanks.
Depends whether anybody sees it, doesn't it? There's no other way to let anybody know.
Cosmic Surf says, sorry there, but poll does not include Plane Dweller. Plane Dweller, yeah, but Flat Earthers will just say it's Plane Dweller, Cosmic. Hey Matthew, hey guys, but it's good to see you all. Thank you to all the members. Yeah?
I was just like, listen, Flat Earthers, it's a bad term, like, but we just have to deal with it, don't we? Like, we know.
We labelled it. We labelled Flat Earther.
It's fully labelled, right?
I mean, for a while, I didn't even want to be called a Flat Earther because it's labelled because of the Flat Earth Society. But after a while, I just decided, you know what? Hey, what the heck? They call you Flat Earther, even if you say you're not a Flat Earther, they'll still label you a Flat Earther. So
I suppose there is a stigma on the term Flat Earther, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But that's because that's because they push a false narrative on us.
That's right.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's so simple. It's a stationary horizontal plane. Full stop.
Absolutely.
I'm more than happy to get labelled a Flat Earther for that, but because I mean, we know the truth, and that's about it. I did invite a few Globies to come on tonight to actually back up their claims because they were actually quite big-mouthed in chat again today, saying, "Oh, we don't understand. You know, they'll rip me apart and they come and debate and la." Just like the last guy, remember? The one that says, I don't understand anything and everything I asked him he first had to Google and still got it wrong. Yeah.
You know there's ones that have been like mouthing at you. Do you check to see if the soccer counts first?
Oh yeah, many of them are. Today I actually got tired of Pirate Man and I did ban him. So because he literally comes on, says I don't understand, I say, okay, will you please come in and just back it up? Nope, makes excuses not to. Got tired of him, I said, okay, fine. Pirate Man, I know you're Sean Hawkins anyway, so cheers.
Yeah.
Hey David Southwick, good to see you. Glad you could make it. I should have made you a moderator ages ago. Jamacho Wombat, good to see you. Yeah, everybody in chat, thank you for coming. Guys, I got a special one while we're waiting for all the Globies to come in. I saw someone put up a new video. Remember that McKeegan guy, the David McKeegan that I did a stream on a few I think it was a week or so ago.
McKeegan.
That guy, and he never responded to me on YouTube. Maybe we can actually quickly look up for his video. History. Remember, guys, this guy. Remember this guy? Well, he brought out a new video, how to silence a flat earther. Well, we haven't watched it through yet. We're going to watch it now. Dave McKeegan. But I just want to show you. This is still the comments that I had placed on his channel. Note that he hasn't responded to one comment I left him, and I wasn't ugly, I wasn't mean. If it would load someday. Okay, anyway, we'll just wait for that. Well, he brought out a new video.
Have you had any trolls reply to you?
Oh, I had trolls replying in his comment section, obviously.
That's he'll lied away, and well, his little minions can test it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, guys. Okay, it doesn't want to. Well, anyway, the comments still stand as it was. He didn't comment back to me once, and there's 9 comments in that thread, and 4 of them are mine. The 5 others are trolls. So yeah, okay. If you guys are ready, let's watch this stuff.
My last video has seemingly rather upset the flat Earth community.
I must say, I'm a bit hurt that Dave never put my comment up on screen there, guys, because mine I think was very honest. Good to see RV's one on there. If you guys didn't see that, they lived. RV, you made it on his screen, guys. Yeah. And guess what all of them had in comments? Let's actually quickly look. I'm gonna quickly put it slow down. I think that's the best way, so we can actually read what those comments are.
My last video.
Yeah.
You put it on slow.
Yeah, I put it too slow, maybe.
Wrong.
I just want to get the comments. Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna say he's looking a bit rougher than he did last time.
Let's see, Marty Hester, you are very dishonest, and you showed a picture and implied that it's what they believe and it is not. Yes, because literally, guys, he did what everybody else said. Even I told him this. He brought up a straw man globe argument, literally trying to debunk the wrong flat Earth society. This is all you have. You have disproven nothing. Did you mention the P900 camera? Did you mention you should not be able to see flat 40 miles out? Some of these guys, I do wonder if it even exists, because I can't find their comments on his page though, so that's really weird. It's Spartacus, holy epic amounts of waffle Batman. K. Harris, I've read through the baller comments and had another revelation. The most stupid people on earth are those that cling to the crazy shipwrecked sailors in the inflated ball.
Set.
There we go. Oh, there was RV's one. Let's go back.
Because
Okay, never mind. Well, there's the comments. My comment is not there, unfortunately, but let's see what he has to say. Hey Jeff, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
I stated they think the Earth is a flat disk, and apparently that's not the case. Apparently, real flat earthers, and there's an ironic term for you.
Real flat earthers, and he says that's an ironic term. Why is that an ironic term, Michael or PJ? Would you understand why he calls that an ironic term, real flat earthers?
Well, it's ironic to him because he don't understand that there's different factions of flat Earth. But what's ironic to me is if he's in with anti-flat Earth crowd, he's not a glober either. So that's very ironic.
Yeah. I think it's only ironic to him because he has a belief and we go against his belief. Because flat Earth is reality. I mean, you do not feel Earth spin, you do not see Earth spin, you do not see Earth curve, you do not experience Earth curve, you do not experience gravity, you do not see gravity, you do not have any of these beliefs that they have, yet they just believe it, and we are the ones that go against reality. Really odd stuff. Hey Spuddy, good to see you, thank you for coming, glad you could make it. So yeah, let's go on. Because I really have to see, I really want to know. He says how to silence a flat earther. So this should be interesting.
But real flat earthers don't think the Earth is a flat disk at all. Many even accusing me of outright being a liar and making it up to try and prove a point that doesn't actually exist.
That's called straw man. Yeah. You're creating an argument to burn. So that's usually what it is. That's how the globers work. I mean, look at everybody that comes from the globe side to defend. They always have to create, on a flat earth, this is what should happen. and that's not what should happen. Why would it happen on a flat Earth? Because they say so?
Exactly. Because their math says so.
Because they say so, therefore this. I mean, it's the same with this whole gravity BS nonsense with Simon and Dan, and then they don't understand. Why do they have to push gravity from a globe onto flat Earth? What has gravity got to do with a flat Earth? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
No.
So when you're
Nothing.
actually bringing up the
Really?
actual physics on a flat Earth, they're telling us gravity. They can't distinguish the difference between globe Earth and flat Earth. That's why I brought that last video out.
They have this sad idea in their head that they have to make us realise that Earth's not flat, but what they don't understand is we were ballers and we've realised that we've been lied to.
Yeah,
They ain't ever going to prove to us that we live on a ball because we know it's not.
Yeah.
exactly.
I think as well if they don't believe in a creator, it's hard for them to believe in a flat Earth, I suppose. I mean, that's what I see. But I mean,
A lot of the time it is that way. A lot of
of
the time it is that way because they don't want to. How can you put it? Meet their maker, in simple terms.
Exactly.
They want to. They want to stay willfully blessed to self-worship. Think about it. If they have to actually concede there is a creator that created them and they have a purpose, then they're not going to be able to just live their self-idolatry worshipping life as they usually do.
Exactly. That if they've come to understanding that there's a creator, then they might even have to start and think, is that Bible real?
Hmm. And
You know what I mean?
that's the problem we get with the globe believing Christians with the Bible, like McKeegan. He knows he's contradicting the Bible, so he's calling God a liar.
Exactly. He's meant to be a Christian, isn't he?
Yeah, so he's literally calling God a liar, and he thinks that's okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now, right? He might profess he's a Christian, but that's just
No.
he's not a Christian in any way, shape, or form. Not after what he said to Flatzoid about Flatzoid's wife.
And he still hasn't apologized.
No, that was terrible. Why did he say that night? I mean, I wasn't there that night. I know what was said. That was terrible.
Why did he say it? Because he couldn't back up his argument, because he couldn't rebut the argument presented.
Listen, it's not the first time I've seen him saying things like that. I've seen him saying things about people's kids and all sorts. The guy is a degenerate.
Yeah,
Definitely.
He's not
I
very.
mean, your wife has nothing to do with the stream or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So why bring up your wife? You know what I mean? That's just terrible.
I've had it a few times that they brought up my wife and children. So, but those people
That's
get
just
straight
awful.
away just get banned, finished.
Definitely.
So yes, McKeegan isn't welcome on this channel anymore. So yeah. Hi Anton, hi Mark, good to see you. Thank you guys for coming. Yeah, but let's go on to the new kid on the block trying to debunk flat Earth.
Except up until at least a few weeks ago, when I was still on Facebook, I was part of a Facebook group, a huge Facebook group called the Official Flat Earth / Globe Discussion Group.
I was on that group, guys, before I got actually out of a Facebook, because I'm not really allowed on anymore.
Yeah.
I was on that group, and I can tell you, a large percentage of those so-called flat earthers on there are not actual flat earthers. They just pretending.
I were in several Facebook groups myself, and this one day during Boogie Virus, I got kicked out of all the groups, all in one day. Every single group kicked me out, right? And even one of them groups was Globebusters group as well.
That mental.
Right.
That's mental.
If you want to have controlled opposition, go on Facebook. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah, I mean,
there's not really.
Facebook.
There are those few pages that aren't really controlled, but those large groups like that, they're controlled for sure.
Yeah, I went one on Facebook. I was on one on Facebook, but it was called Flat Earthers in Christ. But that seemed alright. I didn't do too much with it, but it seemed okay. You know what I mean? I don't know. I wasn't on it too much, but it was called Flat Earth in Christ.
Hey, Faciality, good to see you.
It sounded good, but maybe it's just one of them, you know.
Yeah, I'm still
I
so.
don't even. I don't even know if it's I don't even know if it's still going, to be honest, because I don't go on FB.
Yeah, I don't know, go on Facebook. Because
No,
my
all the
wife's,
thing I go on for
my
to
wife's
share
on
this-
Facebook, but
to share the show. That's it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
my wife's on Facebook. We've got a joint account, but I don't even go on Facebook. If I do, it's probably just to answer a question, you know, like how's it going with all of my old friends from way yonder. But that's about it. Otherwise, I'm never on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
Not good.
It's awful, like, I'll ask you to get lads' messages sending pictures of the willy and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's terrible. I keep getting like on Messenger, because that's part of Facebook. I know, like bare boobs and stuff like that, and they're asking to be your friend. Then if you press them to see if they're real, they've got nothing. They're just trying to get money for getting the boobs out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I get loads of them. I just have to keep blocking them.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing that sells today.
Mm.
And that's why
Yeah,
that's why these people don't want to have a creator, because then they can do it without any guilt.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that's what we've got. That's what we've got. We've got conviction, haven't we? So like,
We've got
I think the Holy
morals.
Spirit, got morals. Holy Spirit convicts you of what you've done wrong. When you do something wrong, you know it, and if you don't confess it or whatever,
There's something
you
wrong
feel
with
it.
it.
Yeah, you feel it, and you feel it in your heart. You feel it in your body that it has to come out. Do you know what I mean?
Because
That's like guilt. That's your
Commenting.
That's definitely feels like guilt. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, when,
The conviction.
I think Jesus said something like, love God with all your heart and love your neighbour. And
Exactly.
if you can manage to do them two things, then all them old 10 commandments from Old Testament, you cover all them just by covering
Just
them.
by the two. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's right.
I mean, if you think about it, if you don't have a moral standard to stand on, like an atheist or whatever, what makes your opinion or your moral ground more moral than the person next to you? Your moral ground can be it's fine to go and kill a person, because why? What makes it that it's not alright? Just because you say okay, it's not nice to go and kill a person, to that person could be, but that's morally fine to me. Why? Because there's no standard. You don't have any standard for morals.
That's
right.
Isn't that where law comes from anyway, from the Bible? I know it's being abused now, like, and it's not like biblical law at all, but I'm pretty sure that laws actually come from the Bible.
Definitely, thou shalt not kill, do you know what I mean? Thou shalt not steal, of course. All your laws, everything to do with court and law is based on the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, it's funny, the morals of those laws come from actually a godly principle. It's really weird.
Exactly, but they abuse them. That's the thing. They abuse them.
Hey,
Amazing.
missing
Right.
research. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. He's bringing out awesome videos on far. I don't know if you're watching missing research footage lately. We're showing ships in a far distance, very far over the curve, like 40 k's away. Really awesome stuff.
Wow. Wow. You shouldn't see that, should you?
Yeah, nope.
Especially with that curve.
Nope.
With that curve that we see all the time, you know?
Yep. You're not even supposed to see anything at 40 k's away.
No, exactly.
46 votes, guys. Globies with flat earthers. Globies are losing 46% to 54%. This is
nice.
wow.
If that word gets out, you'll just see the Globers coming. Oh no, we can't have that.
Wow, I thought this is going to be a runaway for the Globies, guys, because it's like a rigged thing. But yeah. Okay, I will press play again.
Get the mic, Captain.
Yeah. I will press play again.
It has tens of thousands of members arguing both sides, those in favour of globe and those in favour of flat earth. And I've debated with many of the flat earthers, except when I was
debated?
debating
Who
with them,
did he
I wasn't
bait?
just saying,
No, exactly. I mean, nobody that we know. I mean, did he debate you, Flats?
No, he hasn't even answered me. He's running away from my comments.
Exactly.
And I asked him, does he
So-
want to come and talk? Can I give him the
Yeah.
reasons why he's wrong? You know, very polite.
Yeah.
But he's just literally just ignoring me and letting his trolls rather troll me instead of come and talk to me. He wasn't even man enough to show my comment on the front screen, guys. I wonder why that is. Because if he shows that, he would have to say, okay, yeah, they even want to come talk to me, but yeah, I'm running away. Because I even sent him the link to the last stream where I explained to him. So yeah, we'll actually see. Maybe he brings it up on you. We don't know. Because remember, he brought the moon up for some odd reason, as if it's got anything to do with it.
You know, well, globe this and globe that. My arguments were more to pick holes in their flat earth theories, and so I would ask them how various aspects of the flat earth theories worked and what the flat earth models were, and they all gave different answers.
There's a reason there's different answers for flat earth, because we don't just go with the narrative of this is that. We can't actually go and, how can I say, substantiate the ice wall, or substantiate there is infinite planes. We can't go to a certain point to actually find out. So it's just called logical deduction. You don't know.
And because people are free thinkers, they're going to have different opinions.
Exactly. With the globe, that's the problem the globe has. They're all stuck with the same...
That's just freedom and free thinking. You know what I mean? He's even hitting on that.
Yeah, but
because
I mean...
they all think the same and all believe the same, they're all told the same, so they all do the same. You know what I mean? That's his view.
Hey, YouTube, yeah. But I mean, that's the problem, they're stuck with the globe, because they have to have the same story. And even with the same story, they still contradict each other with, like, hence gravity and Coriolis and all that stuff. That's supposed to
say, Coriolis is a big one that they contradict themselves on, isn't it?
But have you realised, everything they have contradictions with is the things that are supposed to prove their globe.
Absolutely.
The things that are supposed to prove the globe is the contradictions.
As time's gone on, what they said proved the globe actually proves a flat earth. That's what's happened.
That's what they do, and then they'll turn around and say the same to us, won't they? Thanks for being a glober. When you present some kind of proof, that's global evidence. Thanks for being a glober. It wasn't. It was flat evidence. You know what I mean? They claim it for themselves.
Yeah, exactly, Andrea. If it is not a theory, it's an observation.
Exactly.
We don't feel Earth rotation. We don't see Earth curve. We don't experience gravity. That's it.
Definitely.
And what do they tell you to do? Ignore your senses.
Have faith. They say you must have faith. Just believe.
Exactly. I've got faith in God, not in man. You know what I mean?
Yep. That's why I think this globe thing is one of the biggest delusions out there. It's Baal worship. It is. It's a Baal religion.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Spoken to people who argue that it is a disc with just an ice wall.
I like how he still puts it with space. Why do they always do this, guys? Their foundation is always space. So it doesn't matter what the shape is going to be, it's going to be inside space. That's false. Space is a globe theory. It's got nothing to do with the flat earth.
That's because the space dweebs most of them, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's got to involve space, so they're not.
But you understand what I'm saying? So they think space is the thing that's the foundation, and then you got flat earth in space. Is it not so hard to understand? Flat earth is the foundation. It sits on the pillars. Space, or whatever, is the waters above the expansion, above the firmament. That's as simple as that. Waters above, waters below.
Exactly.
There's no space
all around it. I've spoken to people who argue that beyond the ice wall is just an infinite sheet of ice. I've spoken
and you still have space. Oh wow.
To people who say that beyond the ice wall are...
That's also one thing that irritates me though. They say, how can you have they say it's wrong to be able to have an infinite, Earth. But it's not okay. But it's not wrong for them to have an infinite expanding universe that's expanding into absolutely nothing.
Exactly. My words exactly. Definitely nothing. They just contradict every single thing.
I mean,
every sentence is like an oxymoron.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Hey Blargo, where's all your fellow guys tonight? I see you guys are losing terribly. 40% for the globe is out of 57 votes.
Wow.
Blargo must not have got notification saying they're supposed to be boycotting.
That's the whole... That's actually weird. Yeah, you guys are supposed to be boycotting Blogger. You probably forgot the message. Maybe you guys aren't telling you this.
But Blago says, what's contained in the water? Water's above, what's contained in the water?
The
Well,
container.
if the water's above, we don't know.
It's
If
the
a bowl-
container. Blago, what happens when you take a bowl and stick it under the water?
Exactly.
Hey Godzilla 37, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. Really, really appreciate it all. I'm actually starting to work out widgets that I want to put notifications on for you guys. You keep saying there's no space, but I found plenty. It's located between a globe's ears. Okay, yeah, I've been corrected. Godzilla's right. There's space between. It's like taking. It's like taking the light, shining it through this ear, and it comes out that side of the ear. Hi Godzilla, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat. Brilliant. Oh man. What container, Blago? The container that's keeping the gas pressure in here to breathe. That container.
Other continents and seas that we're not allowed to go to because only the Freemasons can go there.
That's also false. No one says only the Freemasons can go there. Have you guys ever heard a flat earther say that?
I've never even heard that, to be honest. I've never heard that at all.
I mean, so in other words, he's just making the how can I put it, the dog's tail longer.
Even said that you can't go there, like it's just been made virtually
Impossible almost.
impossible to do it.
Yeah, you cannot do it independently. You literally have to get guided.
Who's got a few million to chuck at having a little boat trip to Antarctica? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, you have to have a lot of regulations to it. You have to be guided. You cannot go independently. It's going to cost a lot of money. It's just, and you can only then go on the outer shelves, like the Ross Ice Shelf. You can't actually go inside. You can't go to the middle. You can't try and traverse it.
I know somebody who's been anyway, so I can just ask them.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you look on a globe, like a globe that you spin about, if you look at Antarctica, only the outer rim has got countries that own it. The inner rim, there's nothing. There's no countries. On the rest of the world, all the countries and continents are owned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But on the bottom of the globe, the Antarctica, it's only the outer rim that people
I'm going to show.
own.
I think I should
The
show a
inner rim.
video. I've got a video where the people on the outer skirts of Australia get turned around by a
Yeah.
battleship because they're too
Right,
close to
right.
Antarctic waters. Hey Faciality, $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Primordial waters above, below. Water is everything. Exactly. Water
Yeah.
is everything. I mean, think about it. Waters were there before Earth. We are practically made out of water, guys. Everything on Earth is practically made out of water.
70% in it. Water.
Yeah. Let me quickly see if I can find that video. Just quickly find that video for you guys. There we go. Warship destroyer intercepts fishing boat. Open with.
I've never. I just want to respond to. I'm not going to be in an out of chat tonight.
Yeah.
sorry, but I just want to address this Blago. No, we present plenty of globe evidence and ask you to do the same for your Madonna. Blago, you don't present out. It's been presented. We've grown up with it.
Yep.
Exactly. It's not like we say. It's more of an observation. We can't measure anything because we're not allowed to.
Yeah,
You know what
and I mean-
we can't. It's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, like this alone. Why would a warship come and intercept a little fishing vessel on the Bass Strait of
Yeah.
Australia, guys? Because they're so-called too close to the Arctic waters. Why?
That bloke who Taboo Conspiracy has been posting, with magnetic declination.
Oh yeah.
He were in round the yacht world race, weren't he? And in his first ever presentation he did, he said how the things that they give to follow the course keeps them away from that parallel.
Mm-hmm.
Not allowed to cross it.
Exactly. They're not allowed.
Yeah,
There's the warship.
really slow down. No doubt we were in trouble.
What for? That would be
Because we were going like that and Josh wouldn't back down. He's having a...
But
What are we
anyway,
done now? Tut tut tut, rattle tut tut.
They come back last door.
Stop, Josh. They take it seriously.
What did they say?
You gotta yield. You can't just fucking. If they think
Nice
you're
fishing
gonna
rods.
We don't know.
sorry.
I'm just saying, some nice fishing rods.
Oh yeah. It's a fishing vessel. They were just going out fishing. They travelled a bit too far out from the Bass Strait, too close to Arctic protected waters.
That's crazy.
I mean, Australia is quite close to the Arctic, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
Don't be. Nah. Tut tut tut, rattle tut 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 tut.
Yeah, sun
Just
worship.
don't look silly. Make it look like we're fucking actually going around. He's turning. Stop. He's turning.
See, I mean,
He is actually turning.
how intimidating must that be? So how can the guy say that you can go? That's fine. Nobody's going to stop you. How will they get you in the middle of nowhere? Look where they are, guys. And yet a warship is there waiting for them to intercept them.
That is so crazy, isn't it?
But
See?
but how will they know?
We're told all the time, just go there. You can go to Antarctica. Everybody can go.
Blogger says.
Try
Blogger
and
says.
go. It doesn't work.
Blogger says there you can it can be faked. That's
What
not
can be
fake,
faked?
dude.
He's turning.
Have you ever heard of the guys that literally gets arrested for going there because he doesn't have a so-called permit?
Why would somebody
What
want
have
to
we
just
done now?
think that they've been caught out at sea like by?
I mean,
Yeah.
like that Bajorno that got arrested.
Well, other rubbish.
They went the first time.
Isn't it funny that Glober is talking about fake? Wow, that's so funny.
He's turning, Josh. This is
Really
really.
He slowed down. Has he?
Yeah.
I want to hear what the guy has to say on this ship. You'll hear what
I know
the.
we're in trouble.
What for? What would be in?
We were going like that, and Josh wouldn't back down. He's having a.
It's Josh's fault.
Yep. Water is the essence of life, people. Also carries memory. True, Cosmic.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. His fucking sound is fucking destroying everything.
This is Warship Hobart, Warship Hobart, Channel 16, over.
1-6. Yeah, I got you, mate. It's bad boys.
Bad boys.
Gonna get channel 16.
But they had to be used the fisheye lens, didn't they?
Yeah, look at it's curving and they go
Little
straight.
pub on the horizon there.
Yeah, we've got your warship.
That is mental.
That's mental. I mean, tell us again
Yes.
how you're allowed to go there. How are you allowed to just go freely? I mean, why would they need a permit to just travel the sea?
Exactly, it's just crazy.
That's international waters.
We've got a big set of binoculars out of the boat.
Somebody bought that clown out to chat and stick it in.
Who, Bargo?
This is crazy.
Hey, Two Wolves, good to see you. Thank you for coming.
1 degree per 20 millimeters is pretty good evidence if you understand geometry. Okay. Brilliant.
I'm glad they actually recorded this.
No, it's good.
Oh, defo.
We're gonna board you. Oh my god, I'm getting the best photos in the world.
Yeah, well, maybe stop. They probably got the shits for that.
Stop filming us, you cunt.
No.
Geometry. Ah,
Yeah.
we're still 58%, guys. 67 votes. Wow.
That is crazy.
We're heading to the shelf.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
See, they're heading to the shelf.
Crazy.
See, they got a problem that they're heading to the shelf, guys. Huh.
we've come through this 1,000 times. Stop
The
doing
thing
that.
is, even if Antarctica weren't hiding an ice wall, there's still hiding stuff down there, aren't there? It's nefarious as well. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh,
Naturally,
very
it's supposed to be down there. you know
I
what
mean, think about it. Every military there is guards everything, and they're against each other. Why would you have a treaty to protect something together, but you are in war with each other? Just like,
Yeah.
and the only other time this is true to them is with space travel as well.
Yeah.
America and Russia in war, but they're in space together.
Exactly.
What the hell?
Exactly.
All these
Yeah.
wars are bullshit, though, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, the space race. Yeah, it was just all. Do you know what I mean? They all talked about it. You know, the Americans and the Russians. I reckon they did it together. They did it together.
Yes, Shimano clothing. Maybe sponsored. Shimano. Bad Boys is the Warship Hubbard. You're operating in restricted maritime zone. We need you to exit the area immediately.
Going that way.
Just traversing.
Just traversing.
Is there a helicopter coming at us? Are we allowed? I don't know. What
Just travel, just go.
Just go.
Just go. Bye.
That's a drone.
Yeah, so guys, there's your evidence. You cannot go to Antarctica, guys, just freely. Do you need more evidence, guys?
Most argue that
Try doing
there
that.
Yeah, many
No,
have tried. Some
Yeah.
have got arrested. Some have just disappeared. Really odd stuff.
is the glass dome above us, but no.
Glass. Who said glass dome?
Nobody says
The ones
that.
who says glass dome is Hillary Clinton, and she's not a flat
I was
earther.
just going to say Hillary Clinton, she said it.
So why are you taking Hillary Clinton's words for it? Nobody says glass dome. Can we have a vote in chat? Everybody that says ever said glass dome or knows anybody that says glass dome besides Hillary Clinton, type 1. If you've said it yourself or know someone who said it, a flat earther, press 2. Should be interesting.
One can even agree on how that is. Some argue that the dome cover.
Blogger says they were in an exclusion zone, too close to the warship. They weren't direct. No, the warship went to them. Exclusion waters. Exclusion of the waters. Not they were too close to the warship. That warship literally went to them, Blogger. So he's trying to make excuses for them. Yes, they did have the coordinates as far as I remember. Downloads. I
Who
think.
cares anyway? Who cares what some baller says, really?
Let's see if it does it.
That guy sounds
Yeah,
like that.
coordinates.
Exactly you. I said the exact same thing to Flat earlier.
Sounds like cats.
There we go. Coordinates 38, 13, 0, 148, 29. Should we actually go look where the coordinates are on the globe so far?
Go for it, man.
Let's go look on just Google Earth. I mean, it'll be interesting just to see.
Back in a minute, guys. I've just got to go to the toilet.
Shot, mate.
In fact, I'm going to do the toilet run now while he is.
Google Earth. Ooh. The flat Earth map of choice. The flat Earth model of choice. Okay. What does it say? Let's search it. 3813. One 4829. The results. Okay. How are we gonna find it, guys? 138. Isn't this where you would find it though?
just type them in.
That's what I tried.
Alright.
138.13. Maybe it should say north or something, I'm not sure. Let's see. Or am I just looking at the wrong place? $38. $13. 00. I can't type it in, I don't know.
What about if you just type them into Google?
Oh, can do that, yeah.
Google Earth, it's terrible. Google Earth.
What this said is 148.29. What did this mean? Okay, it must be this way, like that. Is that how you want to do it? Is that how I must pick it up? Probably. Let's try. Google Earth. Nope, I don't know, guys. I can't seem to find it. Hey, Igor, good to see you. Hey, Captain Caveman, thank you for coming. Mr. Obvious, good to see you. You guys, Globies are very behind today. 74 votes, and you've only got 40% for the Globies. Ooh, that's bad.
That's crazy.
Igor's back.
Wow. What the hell is going on? Wow.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm really surprised.
Got a couple of scabs in chat.
Where's Australia?
On the picket line.
38 should be around here somewhere, guys. Check this. They're not even close there.
Wow, look at that. Isn't that a lovely marble looking ball?
Yeah, but look how far away they are for actually going to the Arctic Circle. They're already stopping them from Tasmania. They haven't got to Tasmania yet. Wow. There we go. It's just off the shore there.
Wow.
There we go. They're literally, this is a roundabout where they got stopped by a warship. What's a warship doing there?
Wow, that's a fair distance.
Still far away from Arctic though.
Yeah, it's a fair distance from it. So you can't get near it, that's the thing. If they only got to there,
remember
they're not getting
yeah, but
anywhere near
remember,
it.
it's like where it gets tight is at the 60th parallel. Around about here, you can't get past there at all. So they would, maybe if they could have gone around the ship, they still could have got to about here, but that was about it. But that would explain why they were still in their shorts and stuff. Because it wasn't cold.
Yeah, true.
My YouTube's not working properly.
Just excuse real quickly, I'll blow my nose. Got hay fever today.
I'm sure this element app affects YouTube.
Well, I'm kinda okay. I've still got like the 30-second lag, but apart from that, it's okay.
I can't type either.
Sometimes that happens. Yeah, my tablet was slow tonight, and I'm on Mrs. Broadband. I've got broadband at home, but it was on Mrs. Broadband. It was really slow, but the phone's fine. But it's working out. It's fine. I think it just needed to boot up. I don't know. It hasn't been on for ages.
Blogger says maybe there was a naval yard in Melbourne.
It's mad, Flats, because you're talking, and on YouTube you're not in your chair. Oh, you just got back. It's weird.
I'm not here, but I'm not here. I'm not here, PJ.
Oh, you haven't even left it yet. My
PJ?
goodness.
PJ, I'm not here, but you can think of me as being here.
It's all just froze. It's just down.
Are we going to carry on with the video?
Go for it.
Okay.
Was just the bit of Earth that we know about around the ice wall. Others argue that the dome goes over the entirety of multiple continents or over the entirety of an infinite ice sheet. Some even argue that there's more than one glass dome. I've seen people argue that every individual has their own glass dome.
Huh? Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
How's that make sense?
I've actually heard that before as well, where they got more than one so-called Earths on that infinite plane with their own domes. But again, the glass domes is totally bullshit, but okay. And those ones that show those...
I'd be like looking down on bubbles.
Yeah, and those that are infinite with the different Earths, I didn't see them have their own domes though, but yeah.
Wow.
Above them. Or
But today, you never know what is actually pushed, because there's so much different false narratives pushed, you don't know what to believe.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I said it's literally controlled opposition. That's all they do. They just try and make Effie look as dumb as possible.
Mm-hmm.
or there are two domes to try and account for the fact that star trails in the northern hemisphere go the other way to star.
You don't need two domes for that. What nonsense is that?
That's crazy. You just need to walk to the other side. That's it. Well, if you could walk to the other side, you know what I mean? If you could, you know, that's all it is. Just what you're looking at it from a different point of view.
Yeah, it's simply perspective. It's just your perception.
Yeah.
If you're looking north, it goes. It's moving exactly the same direction. You're just looking at it from a different place.
Exactly.
That's all.
Exactly.
I mean,
I went to the Star Trails again.
yeah. He's saying that people needed two different domes just to account for the two different star trails. That is a lie.
No, I've never.
That is a
I've
lie.
never ever heard that before. I've never even heard that from a Glober before.
Hey Rob Keane, what's an earther? Earth is simply ground, Rob. Earth is simply just dust. It's ground.
That's it.
And the Earth is, well, horizontal plane, so flat it is.
Colin O'Brady says he crossed Antarctica alone and unassisted. Polar experts say...
No, he didn't. He went across the Ross
embellished-
Ice Shelf. Did you guys even see his map? He went across the Ross Ice Shelf. On a flat Earth, it goes straight.
Don't they like go a right little bit onto it and then curve round and come back off it?
Let me show you. I think you'll be able to still pick it up on YouTube. What's his name?
Hold on.
Colin
Colin O'Brady. Colin O'Brady.
Yeah.
O'Brady.
Brady. There we go. Brady
O'Brady.
crossed Antarctic shelf. Excuse me. You see, this is what they say he did, okay? Cross Antarctica. That is just the Ross Ice Shelf, guys. Literally on a flat Earth. Look here. Where is it now? Oh, I don't know. I want to show you if you can find it on the flat Earth one. On a flat Earth map, he's literally just crossing the outer edges. I want to show flat Earth map. They say he crossed, but then you actually just look at it compared to a flat Earth map, you see it literally just went over the Ross Ice Shelf. He didn't cross anything, guys. That is crossing Antarctica, like that, or like that. Not just going across the Ross Ice Shelf.
No. We just walked around the edge.
And it was planned. So it was very heavily, I can say, orchestrated. You couldn't deviate off path.
When I've been speaking to Dave about Antarctica flights, I'm sure he says it's more like twilight.
Twilight.
Yeah, like you can't.
Yeah,
see
you
the
don't
sun.
see the sun. It's just twilight. That's it. It's just light.
Yeah.
That's why 6 month darkness, 6 month light of something. It's not the actual sun you see. And on their globe, you're supposed to see the sun.
24 hours under taboo conspiracy debunk.
Yeah,
that
remember
was
the one-
terrible. You can see the clouds were the same the right 24 hours before. Then later they used the same shot for the clouds. It was crazy. Is that the one you're on about?
Yeah, they've actually stitched the video together.
Yeah, that's what it looked. That's what it was like. Yeah, it looked like a good video, but then when you look at it again, it's like there you go. They never show the 24 hours. Never.
Well, anyway, guys, if I could.
Caveman's got a link for you.
Have you? Awesome.
There you go.
Caveman.
What was
Thank
that?
you,
I don't know what
Caveman.
it's for.
It's probably to help out with what you're looking for. Dot changed. Okay. Is this did the dot change? Remember the other day we were looking, if you zoom in, what it does there? Yeah, remember we showed this? And when you go into the middle of Antarctica and it showed that that thing in the middle, like a hall with windows and everything. And a door.
Yeah.
Did the dot change, Captain? Because remember we went on and we couldn't really. It totally looked different. Yeah, it's 2 months ago. I think it's that same one. I'm trying to look for. Anyway, if let's just say he went all through the Rothschild, he literally just went across like that, guys. Just like that. That's all he did. He didn't cross Antarctica. He literally just went to the edge like that.
Yeah.
So when they say.
Sorry, carry on.
So when they say no, he's proving the flat Earth against the flat Earth. He was proving the globe. He transversed Antarctica. No, he didn't. He's literally proving it's flat because he only went like that to there. He went like that. So it's debunked the globe.
Blarg was saying that Borge, Iceland's trip is a little more impressive than O'Brady's. So he's Blarg was give you another guy to look for if you want to. Borge, Iceland.
Yeah, he was arrested, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't got
Wasn't
through.
that the guy that was arrested because his two friends were just vanished in Antarctica, and then they said he didn't have a permit to go over, and when he tried to go over again, they arrested him again because he just tried to find his two friends that just went missing from nowhere. Huh.
YouTube. That guy was BS to try this guy. That's true. That's what they're doing.
Oh, it's this guy. Borch is not that other guy I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
Borch, Oslo, Norway Polar Explorer. He was the first person to cross Antarctic solo. Huh. Let's see.
Solo.
Let's see where his travel was.
When you're on your own, you can say anything you want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where's the people to actually make sure the route you took?
Yeah. To back them up, yeah. As well.
He did exactly the same. Colin Brady just went like that, but he went the same across the shelf. He's just the red line. He did the same.
Give another link.
There we go. But you see, there it goes. They went to the same. Where he literally just went to his point there and back out again. He literally just went the same route, just across the edge. Now, why didn't he go there, guys?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you go the furthest point if you're trying to traverse a place? That's how it usually works if you try and traverse a place. So, I traversed the place, I went from point A to point B, which would be the furthest point across. So that to me is a bit sketchy again, and that also shows again, on a flat Earth, he's just crossing the Rothschild Shelf. So when are you guys actually going to have someone actually going through Antarctica? Yeah, okay, let's go on with the video.
Trails in the south. There are so many different ideas of the flat earth concept that it's impossible to say that this is what flat earthers believe, because flat earthers can't actually agree upon what they believe, because there is no one flat earth complete.
I like this, guys. Instead of just conceding he doesn't know what the flat earth is, he just makes excuses why he can't create the right straw man to burn.
It's just funny that he said that flat earthers can't agree on whatever. That's just it's terrible because that's just a glober to me. They can't agree on what's right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Globers, anti-flat earthers.
Yeah. Sounds like
So Dave, I want to know something. Is gravity a force?
Of course it isn't.
Model. They can't stick to one. They end up changing the model to.
End up changing the model. Oh, like Newtonian gravity model is now Einsteinian gravity model, which is now being pushed away for entropic gravity model, and is now going to how can I put it, quantum mechanical model. What is going on? Who's the one that keep changing their model?
Exactly. We haven't got a definitive model. We haven't said that. You know what I mean?
It's sad.
Suit whatever particular debate you're trying to have with them, because there's no one model that fits all observation.
Well, why don't you come and debate an actual flat earther and you can find out what model? How's that?
It done.
I mean, I've invited you to come and chat, being very nice and polite to you. You're just literally ignoring me, trying your best not to come and talk. I mean, I even sent you the link to the last stream where I explained to you why you were wrong. But maybe there's still a video to go, so maybe you'll still actually pick up anything. We'll see.
So they have to keep tweaking it and changing it to suit different observations, which then means that it doesn't.
Wait, tweaking and changing to suit different observations. What is he talking about?
I haven't got a clue.
How do you
It's
tweak
just
those things to
talking.
observations? How do you observe the dome? Tell me that. How do you observe the dome to know if you must tweak it or not? We know there's containment because we are breathing. Not we observing the dome. Nobody knows how high it is or where it is or what it's made out of. We just know we have containment. Why? Because we are breathing right now. It's as simple as that.
Work for other observations. But anyway, many of the flat earthers were saying that the content of my last video was just a straw man argument that didn't disprove the flat earth, that it was completely irrelevant.
Thank you. Yes, that was the truth. When everybody's saying that, I'm glad everybody said it because it was the truth. What was the lady's name that they claimed note was found in her snowmobile, where was said to be located and her starting at fishing point at anyone tried to compare it to her or with others? I have no idea what you're talking about, Timothy. Sorry.
I don't know either. I was reading it. I don't know.
Or there were some people who didn't even go that far and were just saying that obviously the earth is flat and that I'm a clown. So for every single person who I saw post anything like that, I challenged them to explain the moon.
Okay.
Why?
Did I call him a clown? Did I call him a clown? Let's go see if I called him a clown, guys. I can't remember calling him a clown. I was actually very polite to the guy. History. Oh, first has to go into this video from his. Then we go to Dave McKeegan. There we go.
He's calling us idiots, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, as far as I know, I just didn't call him a clown. There we go. 9 replies, guys. Hi Dave, just found your channel. Thank you for your concern, but you do have some issues with your arguments. Would you like to come on my channel sometime and actually have a conversation? And yes, I am a flat earther. Hope to hear from you soon. That's very nice. I haven't called him a clown there. Okay. Dave vs. Flat Earth debate. That would be a battle of the century. I genuinely hope he would accept the request. Thank you, Imbo. He did not accept the request. He's actually running away. Anyway, Dave, it's a trap. Flatzoid, it looks to me as 100% agreed. It's a big planet, and at some point we need to take measurements. Spherical axis. Stereo axis shows without a doubt the internal angles of a large triangle of the Earth's surface add up to more than 180 degrees. Reverse zenith angles show without a doubt two verticals Earth truly parallel. They are diverging. Yada. So all I did is I just corrected the guy. I said RZA is reciprocal zenith angles.
Zenith angles.
Yeah, he says it's reverse zenith angles. So I just literally just told him it's reciprocal zenith angles, and those come after planar surveying. Geodetic surveying takes the ellipsoid into consideration. So Kappa 2 says, and you don't understand any of this, do you? If I don't understand it, how the hell would I say it to him? How would I actually need to, correct him if I didn't understand it? Anyway, then I just said, Dave McKeegan, looking forward to your reply someday. Then he finally replied, guys, but look at this. You have some issues with your entire FE concept. Feel free to explain how our observation of the moon are possible on a flat surface. On other FEs have attempted it so far and have gone quite quiet for some reason. So then I responded back. Thank you for your reply. Have you managed to watch the stream I did about this video? Would be... Oh shit, what the hell is that?
Something sparking.
My light.
No, did electrical, yeah.
My light. Okay. Would be great if you wanted to come and have a chat sometime. Let me know. Well, hope you like as well as works. I told him the stream and I sent him the link. He hasn't replied since, guys. Did I call him a clown once?
Not once.
Did I say he strawman anything?
I can't see that.
No. Now, why did he give me this about telling me straight issues with the FE and tell me moon on the possible flat Earth surface, instead of just going to my link or something, or just saying, yeah, let's talk or whatever. Instead, he totally ignores what I was presented to him. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah, I don't understand why he would say, yeah, all of us. So he commented to me about the moon, but I didn't say clown or strawman. So that's a bit weird. That'd be lie number one, probably.
And the observation.
Sorry? Hey.
I just said you'd think. Yeah, I was just agreeing.
So yeah. Let's go on.
That we can all make of the moon, and how does that fit within a flat Earth? And none of them answered it. Even the motor mouths who were going on and on and on, back and forth with conversations and debates, the moment the challenge of the moon came up, all of them shut up. I mean,
I didn't shut up. I literally sent you a link. I asked you to talk to me. I said, have you actually replied to it? Have you watched it?
What did he say? Explain how you can...
Yeah, he wasn't even very concise on what he meant anyway.
Every observation at moon.
Look at this. You just have issues with your FE concept. Feel free to explain how our observation of the moon are possible on a flat surface. That's all he said. What challenge is there? He didn't even give any reason to challenge. There's nothing to challenge there. He just made a claim that it's impossible on a flat surface, and that was it. Nothing further about it, anything. So how do you challenge something if you didn't give a challenge? I mean, really. Okay, let's carry on.
Let's just ignore the fact that we can't go to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro with a telescope and view the Himalayas, even though they are the two tallest points on Earth with no...
Shit shrinks.
Oh, this old chestnut.
Shit shrinks. And what has this got to do with his moon argument that he's trying to push here?
Nothing.
So he literally doesn't understand angular size change over distance, guys. He doesn't understand there's a diffraction. He doesn't understand the further you look, the more air you have to look through, the more smog, more dust, more anything, clouds, more mountains in the way with angular size larger than that.
Is this guy supposed to be a camera expert?
Yeah. But remember...
Know that.
Hey, Skeptic936, thank you very much for your $5 super chat. Really, really do appreciate it. Channel support from California. Awesome. Cali is California, right? I'm always getting the American places wrong. Like, I think the last stream it was what is it? It was Canada, and I said California. Thank you very much, Skeptic. Really, really appreciate your support. You rock, dude.
Absolutely.
So yeah, he's a camera expert, and the last stream we showed him to be ignoring optical things, which he should know as a cameraman. And now he's doing it again on this stream. So I wouldn't say he doesn't know it. I was just saying he's ignoring it. So it's sort of dishonest.
Not obstructing them. Let's ignore the fact that even as far back as World War II, naval gunnery had reached such a long range of firing that they were actually instructed to account for the Earth's
curvature of the Earth. Navy range tables are based on the assumption that the gun turrets and targets are in the horizontal plane tangent to the Earth's surface at the gun. Does he know what that means? Horizontal plane tangent. Does he know this was line of sight? You literally had to see them across that horizontal. Saying it's curvature doesn't make it curvature. This guy doesn't look further than it. And does he look at the other manuals that say you have to take it as a stationary horizontal plane? How about the Air Force? Stationary horizontal plane.
Exactly.
He just ignores this part. Horizontal plane tangent to the Earth's surface. So that means you're literally seeing a horizontal plane to your target. You're just assuming that is over a curve, but it's literally line of sight to the target.
How would you know what you're aiming at if it's round curve anyway?
You know?
curvature in their firing distances, because the distance for the shell travel will vary depending on whether you're shooting on a flat plane or over a curve.
No, it won't. Why would it vary? It goes exactly the same. If you shoot something with a amount of energy, it will travel a amount of energy. Doesn't matter the shape you're shooting on. Does this guy know that?
Yeah, he's heavily opposite to like you shoot around out of a thing. It's not going to go over a curve. It'll go straight, and then when it loses its energy, it'll drop.
It just goes where you shoot it. And I like how he hasn't brought up Coriolis, guys.
So, yeah, he hasn't. No, when it comes to shooting, usually the Coriolis does come up, doesn't it?
Yep. Well, did you see Coriolis in that thing now?
Or let's ignore the fact that in 1912, Robert Falcon Scott had left New Zealand and sailed south and wound up at Ross Island.
Ross Island. Okay.
Before trekking all the way to the South Pole. Oh.
The South Pole.
The flat.
When is this? 1912. How do they know where they were going? Did they have a camera crew there? GPS maybe? I don't know. No. It's literally just walk straight across ice and say, oh, we traveled to this place.
Of a
Norwegian.
Sorry?
I was agreeing saying, yeah, that's it.
So what about Admiral E. Byrd that they say was false when he saw land across Antarctica larger than New England? But that was with more modern technology than what these guys had. He was wrong, but these guys went wrong. That doesn't have any way to actually prove that they went where they went, except one little photo in the snow.
Exactly.
You can go into...
You get a mile in from the edge, you can take that picture, no problem. You know what I mean?
Very simple. It's easy to fake this, by the way, guys.
That as well, yeah. Absolutely.
Expedition, which had already beat it there, despite the fact that they sailed from Deira, near the Canary Islands, and sailed south, and wound up only a...
Why is everybody always going to the Ross Ice Shelf, guys? They're so much closer to Antarctica this side, but they would go all the way around to go there to try and cross Antarctica. Why is that? Think about it. They're literally right there. I mean, like me, I can just go down here if I wanted to. Why would I want to travel all the way there to go to the Ross Island, or all the way around there to go there? That's just not idiot. They could have just gone like this if they really wanted to go. But no, they have to go around this way.
A few dozen miles further along the Antarctic coast. Let's ignore all of that and everything else for the moment and just focus on the conundrum of the moon.
Moon, okay. Then why did he bring it up if he wants to talk about the moon? Couldn't he actually give a reason for what he just said? There's nothing he just brought up is any kind of, I don't know, consolation to debunking a flat earth or being a globe earth or whatever. He literally said this guy traveled here along this path. No, I think that's the reason he won't come and debate me, because if he has to bring this type of arguments to come debate me, he's going to fail.
Like, what about moon?
Yeah, we're going to get there now. We're going to see what about the moon.
Because he was talking about the moon, then changed to Antarctica, and now he's back to the moon. He's a bit mixed up.
Doesn't this kind of sound like that stream we had the other night of that Pabs guy or whatever? Just keeps changing everything. Wants to make a point, but keeps changing it.
Obfuscation, you know what I mean?
It's almost like it's almost like a magic trick they try and do. They try and keep you confused, so you don't actually know what the argument is, because you're trying to think about what is going on, and then you don't understand. In the meantime, all he's done is just say a whole bunch of random different stuff that hasn't got nothing to do with each other, and expect it to be an argument.
I think we've dealt with plenty of these trolls now. I know, and I'm sure you know, fellas, that they do all work the same kind of tactic.
Hey, Face Reality, thank you. $2 super chat, really appreciate it, dude. Show me boats antipodal to one another. It's impossible. Exactly. They can't. I mean, they got so much so-called satellites in space that they can take the photos of Earth, and they can't show us antipodal ships.
Exactly. I mean, they could zoom in and take a picture on, just say on the top of the globe, and take a picture of a boat on the bottom of the globe and show it at the same time, and like he says, antipodal.
They can take a video.
Never get anything like that, you know.
They can
and we
literally
should with the satellites.
They can take a real-time video of people standing with signs and whatever in real time, saying, "Look, this is me here. That's them there. Hooray! Now we can see it's a globe." Nope.
Absolutely.
Heck, they can't even use the satellites to take photos of Artemis.
Artemis, yeah. That little toy,
whether flat Earth or globe, there are 5 observations that every individual can make about the moon.
Okay, what's the 5?
This is not hypotheticals or anything. This is stuff that you can physically go outside yourself, anywhere in the world, watch the moon, you will see these same observations. Observation 1, the moon is round.
Wow, I've always thought the moon was a square.
No shit, Sherlock.
Guys, did you go to...
man. Like,
guys?
I was looking at the moon, I was thinking it was a rhombus shape. But
I thought
it
was a square. Where the hell have you guys been? In South Africa, the moon is definitely a square. I don't know where this guy's coming from. Come on.
It's like it is on Minecraft. Come on.
State the obvious. That's all I can say. State the obvious. It's round, okay? And what's that got to do with anything? Let's see here.
Now, I've never actually seen a flat earther try and argue that the moon is flat, to be fair.
A lot of people do say it's just a disc. Some say it's holographic. Some say it's plasma. Some say it's cheese, like on the globe. But yeah, nobody's arguing that it's not round. And what's a round got?
Fossilized trees in it.
Oh yeah, because that's what the astronauts bring back for the people. Just trees.
Yeah, exactly. Wood. That's all it was.
But it's moon rock. Petrified wood. Petrified wood is now moon rock, guys. And then when they found out, then it was all of a sudden a hoax from the people that brought it, but it was the actual astronaut that gave it to them. It's really odd. It's how they always have to try and fix the lies up afterwards.
All, I think, agree the moon is a ball
No, no one agrees it's a ball. No one says it's even been a ball. Only the Globers say it's a ball. There we go. So he's already lying again. And round doesn't mean it's a sphere.
I know, totally different. Yes, it's from a perspective, you'll think a sphere will look like a circle, but they're not the same thing.
No.
You know what I mean?
So in other words, because you say it looks like a circle, therefore it's a sphere. So he's just making up shit again, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's debates about how big it is, how far away it is, or what it is made of, but I think everyone agrees it's a ball.
No one agrees it's a ball.
I don't. Absolutely not.
I don't think it's a ball either. I've never said it has ever been a ball. Any flat earthers in here who's ever said the moon is a ball? Please type 1 if you say yes, type 2 if you say no. 88 votes, guys, and it's only 42% Globies.
That's brilliant. That's cool. That's so cool.
Wow.
That's the best poll. That's the best poll, yeah.
I was going to say.
But it'll be fixed. It'll be fixed, you know.
Oh yeah, it's a fixed. Wow. I must say it's very nice and relaxing chat tonight. Not so hectic.
You can see it's a ball by the shadow cast off it. The fact that throughout the month, throughout the phases, you see that curved shadow around the edge of it.
And that makes it a sphere for some odd reason? No.
Yeah, why would that make it a sphere?
Because they think that curved shadow makes it a sphere. As if it's actually a shadow. First, you're assuming it is a shadow, to be honest. Second of all, just because it takes that curved shape doesn't make it a curve. You can have flat shadows on a curved surface as well, by the way.
And it's always, the shadow is backside to the sun.
We've shown how much times that they sometimes are totally opposite.
Exactly.
Literally opposite.
In the same time. Yeah, yeah. sun and moon out at the same time.
I've seen it many times.
Completely.
Yeah, I've seen it many times where the sun and shadow don't line up at all. This guy is definitely new to Flat Earth, guys. That's for sure.
So observation 1, the moon is a sphere.
No, it's not.
Observation 2, at any given time of the year, from anywhere in the world, the moon always appears the same size.
No, that's also false. The moon changes size.
But by observation, how can he say it's a sphere just by observing? You can't say that's a sphere by observation.
No.
You can say it's circle, it's round, you can't say by observation, but you can't say that's a sphere by observing it. Yeah. No way.
I want to
No
quickly
way.
look for something. I think I found it there. Yeah. Let's real quickly get to a spot.
What about any favorite?
There we go. Okay. This is from the famous
Single one.
Right.
Dave White. I wanted to show this because I can't remember. I can't remember where to find this. But yeah, you guys can see that, correct? This is the same problem they have with the moon.
Every single one.
Right.
I
Well,
know
what
what
I'm
these are.
showing
I
you
know
is-
what these shapes
Oh,
are.
so how do you know what shape the moon is? How do
Okay,
you know
so-
the moon is even a physical object?
Here-
It's
here's
gonna
a-
be
How do you know which one is the sphere there, guys?
We've only just got to see it now. It's just come up.
Okay. Which one would you think is PJ or Michael? Which one would be the sphere there?
Yeah.
Which
No,
one is
I don't know.
Which one is convex there?
I can't see him yet.
Okay, they're still coming. But
Yeah.
anyway, there's 4 there. One of them is a sphere.
Yeah.
One of them's convex. One of
Right.
them's flat, and the other one's concave. They all look
I would
spherical.
say, if by observation, I'm going to say the third one is a sphere.
But I'm saying they all
Okay.
they all look
there
They
is
all
no
look spherical.
moon. No one
Yeah,
sees
I
the
get
moon
it.
in the
Yeah.
sky.
I know your talking points. So the reason, so this works because that's not moving.
just because that's not moving. That's why. No, you can have it moving. It's still going to. It's called an optical illusion, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just had to show that, guys. Wow. Oh, now I have to pick up my video again. I went out of it by accident. Sorry, guys.
My lap.
Oh, I just got to
The
charge.
fact that we all only see one face. Oh, again, doesn't matter where you are in the world. Only ever one side of the moon shows towards.
Okay.
We're
We're not there yet.
Size doesn't matter where in the
Okay.
world.
Okay,
the
there we
moon
go.
always appears the same size.
So there we go. Moon doesn't always appear the same size. Heck, I can take different photos different times of night and they appear different sizes. I don't know where this guy comes with this idiotic claim. Have you seen that the moon never changes size?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a well observed phenomenon that when sun and moon are rising or setting, they appear bigger.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, even
I've seen
different times.
I've seen a moon that looks really, really close, but I've seen a moon that looks very far away.
I
You know what
mean, I can go take the photo of the moon now, and I can tell you it's quite small compared to a month ago. It changes size. Even with seasons and stuff, yeah, it changes size.
Every now and again, moon rises where I can be sat looking out my window up street and I can see it moon, and it looks like it's just coming up from street. And it's massive, and I can get my telescope out and look at it, and I can't see out on it any clearer than I can when it looks straight small like in the sky.
Yeah. So I don't see where this guy is trying to bring up anything that the moon shows the globe at the moment. He's just making claims that it's round, so to me it looks like a sphere, so therefore everybody agrees it's a sphere. I don't ever see it change size, so therefore everybody agrees with me it doesn't change size. He's literally made two claims that nobody agrees with him on. Two, that he says everybody agrees on that doesn't agree with him. That's delusional to the max. It's just simply lying.
Now the moon does change in size slightly throughout.
Oh, now it changes in size.
Oh,
He just
okay.
said it doesn't. Okay, maybe he realized he was wrong. Maybe he just realized he was wrong, guys.
Fool.
Exactly, he's contradicting everything he says. With one sentence, he says something. The next sentence, it's the opposite. It's antipodal to what he just said. Crazy.
Wow.
The year as its orbit gets maybe a bit closer or a bit further away, but on any given night, any given string of nights, hello, you view.
Hello, he's been in your arms this whole time. You only realize that now. Hey Tony Whitcomb, good to see you. Not one, good to see you. Thank you for coming. 88 votes. Yeah?
I was going to say, Atomic, who's lying? The critters blatantly conform to a sphere as they get near to the outside. Stop lying. Who's lying, Atomic?
Has anybody ever said anything that doesn't look like that on Atomic? We can see that the so-called craters have those shadows, you could say. But then you have to actually think they are shadows.
Exactly.
That would mean you have to assume it's physical, and you have to assume those are shadows. Anyway, 89 votes, guys. Globies versus Flat Earthers. Globies 43%. Flat Earthers 57%. Wow. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
I did, to be honest. When I put my vote in, it was 67 to the Globies and 30 odd to us. But it changed dramatically.
Definitely.
If you view the moon from anywhere on Earth, it always appears the same size. Doesn't matter whether you're up in the north, in the UK or Scandinavia, you're on the equator, in Mexico, or Europe.
And why would it change because of Flat Earth? Do you guys realize they love doing this? Making claims that we don't see this happen, but on a Flat Earth they would just change size, just because he says so. Not the reason why. It's just, I say it would change size of Flat Earth, so therefore it changes size. So Dave, this is homework for you. Give us a reason why this would change size on a Flat Earth, please.
Over in Australia, The moon is always the same size all across the world. Observation 3 is that from any spot on the Earth, you watch the moon through the night, it will always stay the same size from your vantage point. You can
Not always. It also depends with the atmo effects happening. Sometimes it grows closer to the horizon. So that's also false. This guy is supposed to be some kind of camera genius, because that's his whole channel's based on. But everything with flat Earth is literally ignoring everything about optics. Blue Marble Science claims it's not a sphere. Really, Tools? Wow. That's
see it
awesome.
come up from one horizon, transit all the way across the sky and down below the other horizon, and it stays the same size all the way across.
That's false, because we could, like I said, you can literally see a change size. It's called lensing effect.
Observation 4 is that despite it being a sphere, we only ever see the same face again.
Why is that? Because it's not a sphere. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't spin to the other side.
A sphere ain't got a face.
Exactly. It's got a surface. It hasn't got a face.
We've shown this before, guys. You can literally take a picture of the moon, a flat picture, stick it on your roof, and walk around in your roof, and you'll see the same face, no matter where you are looking at it from the side of the room. On a globe, you can stick on a sphere globe. You can stick it on your ceiling, and you will not see the same part if you're on the other side of the room.
Yeah.
Even the shadows will look different, because the light, the light angle would be different from where you're on the other side of the globe. It would change. This debunks the globe, guys. It's not for the globe. This debunks the globe. This is how dumb these guys are. They don't get it. If you put a ball on the roof and you walk around, it changes the shadows. It changes the part you see. It has to be. It's. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll have to.
How do you? Sorry. Deluxe has just said. How do you guys explain craters if no space? Yes, meteorites. What?
How do you have meteorites always hitting exactly 90 degrees to it? There's no sideways craters scraping along it. It's literally just
side on craters.
And there's no
marks.
and there's no meteors in those craters.
Yeah, we never see meteorites coming up behind the,
and not
the
just
horizon,
that.
not that way. If it was a globe and they were shooting all over the place, why don't we see them shooting up the way?
And not just that, guys.
From our vantage point.
Not just that. How long have we been observing the moon now? Thousands of years?
Oh, yeah,
when has someone in those thousands of years seen new craters pop up from meteorites?
Exactly.
Huh.
It's just the same as if we're traveling through space so fast, why do we see the same constellation, same stars every night?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And moving in different vectors,
Surely they would move from our vantage point as well, you know?
Atomic Deluxe says, no flat, so that's false. If the moon is flat at different angles, it would be a perfect circle. No. Electric structure, Matcha. Very good point. I don't know if you guys have seen when they take almost like a like soft sea sand, you can or very fine powder, and they have electrical current run through it, and it zaps it like this. It makes those. Or when you have, when you go to the beach and the waves wash out and it brings those bubbles from underneath because the crabs and stuff in it.
I've seen bubbles in my pizza that look like mooncake.
Adam Meekin, hey, good to see you. Magic speed. Adam Meekin's right. This Neil deGrasse Tyson says it's because of the magic speed. Oh man. Hey Adam Meekin, good to see you. Yeah, exactly. Oh man. I think I'll have to do that demonstration for the globies. I'll take a ball, moon, stick it on the roof, and I'll take a flat disc moon and stick it on the roof, and I'll do the same observations from every point, and then we'll see which one is actually showing more reality. Because this debunks your globe, guys. It's not for your globe. This actually shows you guys have never done this yourself. But yeah, exactly, Fashion. We don't care what the shape of the sun and moon are. We are here on a horizontal flat plane, stationary one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Them trying to push away from the Earth just shows they can't prove their globe Earth. So they want to go and look at the sky.
And it doesn't matter where you are in the world, only ever one side of the moon.
Which means flat. Welcome to reality.
I'm posting you a picture of my pizza.
Where are you posting it?
I'm going to post it to Element. Give me a second. It does look like craters there.
Okay.
Shows towards the Earth. Observation 5, despite the fact that we all only see one face of the moon.
I like how this guy just says observation number, blah, blah, and then makes a claim about it. And that's it.
That's what I'm saying. It's an observation. It's not proof.
There we go. See bubbles from underneath. You see, guys? These bubbles from underneath. Were those created by craters now? Thank you. It does look more like what they have on the moon. And you see those shadows are not like what you see really on the moon shadows, guys. They got a bit more different depth to them. Yummy pizza.
The orientation of that face changes depending on...
Yeah, the orientation changes on your perceptive, your view. Remember like when Michael showed crossing the road with the star trails? One way it looks clockwise and the other way it looks anti-clockwise. It's actually still moving one direction, just like the moon. You are going around it looking at another position. That's why it seems to rotate. Hello?
where you are viewing it from. More specifically, it changes depending on...
Also, guys, you know what's wrong with their globe model on the moon? Yeah, let me quickly do this. I'm going to look for a golf ball quickly.
So Tom is saying, so the moon is soft and was cooked. What do you mean by that? It's funny, but what do you mean by it?
Shit.
I love Atomic. I don't know who it is, but...
Atomic's a complete moron.
I know, that's why I love it.
Okay. Let's take this as the face of the moon that they say. Now, they saying it's turning this way, so therefore globe. That's false. That is simply because of your perception, because of flat Earth. You know how if something goes and it orbits around, isn't it supposed to be doing this? Or is their moon now just doing this? Which one is it, guys? Because as far as I know, when something orbits, let's say like there's Saturn, it's moving like this. This one's not moving this. This one's only just moving that way. So it's showing the exact same face. So how do you know there is even a backside if it never shows the backside? And I'm saying backside because NASA said backside with Orion. And the moon, the Earth came out of the backside of the moon. Which was pitch black, by the way. Yeah. But then think about it. If the moon is only spinning that way, why is it not spinning the other way on their moon? On their globe Earth? Wow, way to show you don't understand the moon orbit flat way. No, I do understand it. That's what I'm saying. Don't you guys think it should be rotating that way as well? Just like all the other so-called planets in the sky? Why is it only rotating this way? Which way did the energy come from? Huh.
on your latitude on the Earth. Now, that's not making assumptions about the shape of the Earth or anything.
All your observations has just made you make claims and assumptions about the shape of the Earth. Did he not? Every single one of them he claimed sphere. Assumption, it's a sphere.
Yeah.
And
From an
orbiting.
observation.
And orbiting. Orbiting means globe.
Like that.
Sorry?
Black Swan.
Yep, black swan.
Black Swan got everything. That's it.
Have you guys heard of Lumpy lately?
1920.
Have you guys heard Lumpy
Heard of
lately?
what?
I haven't seen Lumpy in a while.
No, I said that earlier as well. I haven't seen him in a bit, but I haven't been about for like 5 days. But
I posted in chat, he had a job interview, didn't he? So he's probably started his new job.
Oh, that's awesome.
he
Happy for him.
drives, doesn't he? He drives a lot.
No, he's a tool and die maker.
He's a machinist, isn't he, or something like that?
Oh, okay. But he said when he's on here, he says he's always in the car.
I'm not going to say out anymore, like, because it's his private business, like. But
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'm happy for him if he got that job. That'd be great.
Absolutely.
He deserves it.
It's just 5 observations that we all can make about the moon, and any model of the Earth has to be able to account and conform with those 5 observations.
We just explained to you how they were for flat. So did you silence us, or did you just make more strawman arguments and assume these things, so therefore you say globe?
So let's try and fit those 5 observations into a flat Earth model. Observation 1, the moon is round, okay? That can fit. We can have a moon orbiting around the Earth, and it can be round. That's not a problem. Now, flat earthers say that the moon and the sun are both about 3,000 miles.
Again, making...
no.
Some people say 3,000 miles. We don't all say that. We don't know.
It comes from that book, doesn't it? I think.
This is exotic astronomy.
Yeah.
Right there, Botham, no?
But I think they were going on the idea that you could triangulate it, like, which we know you can't.
Yep. Okay.
They don't buy this idea that the moon is 750,000 miles away and that the sun.
No, we don't buy that idea, correct. Because that idea is nonsensical and it's rubbish because it violates natural law.
Yeah.
And because it keeps changing.
Our eyes could not resolve something that's 250,000 miles away. The same as the sun. We couldn't see anything that's 93 million miles away.
Exactly.
You know.
Night missing research. Good to have you, dude. Like sleeping. Enjoy work tomorrow. Yeah, no, exactly. But first of all, the suns and the moon, their distance keeps changing throughout their history of their globe model. It keeps changing. So why would we take it as fact if it keeps changing, like everything else in their globe model keeps changing? It's like this guy doesn't even know his own religion that he wants to preach.
Does anybody know their own religion?
Doesn't sound like it. Definitely not.
They don't know they're in the cult, do they? They think they're just normal in that, but they're actually in a cult. You know what I mean? It's a worldwide cult.
Yeah.
And they don't even know it. Some of them know it, obviously, but your normal guy in the street, the ballers and all that argue it, they don't know they're in a cult.
Yeah.
You know?
Gematria Wombat. Great Lakes are considered to be non-tidal bodies of water. Yep. There's so much great waters that don't have tides. Really debunks a globe with gravity and the moon pulling the tides. Some places have 2 tides. Some places have more than 2 tides. Some places have no tides. With the moon present and the sun. Yeah.
The sun is 93 million miles away, and that the sun is.
Mr. Obvious. Spade is a spade. It's a spade. And we all call bubbles air bubbles. Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
400 times bigger than the moon. They think they're both about the same size, and they're both about 3,000 miles away. So, we now have a spherical ball 3,000 miles above the equator of the Earth. Except the Earth
Equator is actually a globe based, dude. But okay.
Yeah.
is,
Exactly.
well, we're not entirely sure how wide the flat Earth is. A spherical Earth is just shy of 8,000 miles across.
False. Black Swan. Ever heard of it?
Yeah.
If you haven't heard of it,
Swan.
yeah, if you haven't heard of it, then get back to me and I can explain it to you. How's that sound?
Exactly.
Across, which presumably if you stretch out a flat Earth, assuming they stick with that idea that the equator is 8,000 miles across, that then
We showed how the so-called equator distance was measured. It's literally measured from Polaris to where it reaches 0 degrees on the ground.
Wow.
That's what I showed. I mean, I even did an actual presentation showing this.
I mean, 8,000 miles across. That, I mean, that, if that is a globe, it doesn't make a big globe, does it? It's small. You know, it's tiny.
5,400 nautical miles. So the Great Circle,
Yeah.
the Great Circle is there, 10,800 nautical miles. Is he saying
Wow.
10,800 nautical is 8,000 miles now? Is that what he's saying?
It looks like it.
How much did he say? 8,000. Let's see.
here that the equator is 8,000 miles across.
8,000 miles? I can't remember that being 8,000 miles across. Where did this guy get his math, guys? That's
I
not
think,
8,000 miles across.
What?
Distance to Polaris. Will you be able to show us? Well, why don't we just do it this way? This is going to be much easier. Google Earth. We'll draw it out.
Looks still good.
La 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 la. What's this?
What's that link? The
I'm opening it now.
the Metro Wombat.
Okay, let's take the measurement. Okay, let's go to the equator. There we go, 10,000 kilometers. It's finished. Let's look in the miles, as he says.
Exactly.
Kilometers, nautical miles.
Exactly.
There, miles. There we go. 6,200 miles. He says 8,000 miles. That's just one way. Remember, then it's all the other way as well. So it's 12,000 miles. So what I've shown, 10,800 nautical miles, is right. He literally says this whole distance is just 8,000 miles.
Yeah.
So it shows you he doesn't even know his own radius. Or he's just making shit up.
Jolly man just said 2 great lights, one for day, one for night.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Exactly,
Simple as
that's
that.
it. Yes, Matish first. Good to see you. So in other words, this guy is just making up shit again to debunk the flat Earth. That's definitely not 8,000 miles across.
across. That then puts the entire Earth at about 15,000 miles.
So he gives wrong distance there and gives another wrong distance there because why? Ignorance. Because he hasn't got the balls just to go and do actual research to figure out. He'll rather make up a story and more straw man arguments, red herrings, and, well, show ignorance as usual.
Miles across. Except that then means with the moon above the equator, on any given night, any country on the equator, the moon is 3,000 miles away from them directly up.
Okay.
And yet, a country in, say, the northern hemisphere, 3,000 miles away from the equator, seeing that same moon, the distance that they're viewing the moon from is over 4,000 miles.
Aha, the beloved triangles, guys.
No doubt.
The same problem McKeegan had, remember? Not understanding this is an apparent altitude, not an actual altitude, it's an apparent altitude.
Miles, which means they're seeing the moon about 40% further away than people on the equator, which means the given relative distance, the moon should actually be close to half the sun.
False. Ever heard of parallax?
Yeah, exactly.
When something's further away, the percentage is much less in change than when something is closer to you. Does he know that? Like when you have a plane flying above you, let's say at 20,000 feet, and you have the exact same plane, exact same size plane next to it flying now at 40,000 feet. They're both flying the same time. Which one gets smaller in angular size quicker? The one that's flying lower to you, not the one that's flying higher to you.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
It takes longer for the one that's further away to change its apparent angular size because its percentage-wise changes much less.
Yeah.
It's called parallax. Just like when you drive across a road and you look in the distance and you see mountains and you see light poles close to you. The light poles are moving fast while the mountain's moving slow, like it looks like it's traveling with you. That's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this guy should take his shirt off. He's embarrassing himself.
Eyes, when viewed from, say, the
You are literally 30 centimeters away, dude. Do that same thing 400 centimeters away and see if you can get the same difference.
UK than it should when viewed from a country on the equator. That doesn't conform.
No, because this scale doesn't conform to what you're presenting. That's why.
Exactly. He's mixing flat Earth with heliocentrism.
You see, because this is what I say they love contradicting themselves, being hypocritical. They claim the sun and moon, because it's so far away, you don't see a change in angular size. Now, the moon is further away, now it changes angular size just because it's on a flat Earth. Hey, Exposed Antarctica, good to see you. Thank you for coming. To me, that's very hypocritical.
Oh yeah.
The only way to have no visible variation in the perceived size of the object.
And to note, he's saying that the moon is physical. Note that, guys. He's ignoring that we're saying that the moon is not even physical. He's saying it's physical.
Yeah.
So physical attributes are not the same to something that's, let's say, holographic in nature or whatever. Doesn't have to have the same rules. Let's take a look at a rainbow, for instance. That's holographic in nature. You're moving closer to it or further away from it. Is it getting bigger or smaller? No. Because as you move closer away, it's literally just reflections. It's holographic. So why is the angular size not changing of the rainbow, Dave?
Like that is to have it much further away. If you put the moon to...
I want to see him test this out. Do you know how far 3,000 miles away is? Has anybody tried to place something 3,000 miles away and actually see it?